The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Calvin Ridley.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38. First and goal at the 1. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Score Falcons 7, Raiders 0. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Down at the 33.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Henry Ruggs. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, wait. 54, Seth. Kill. Turn up.
To throw is Ryan. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Ridley, incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
39. Check it back. Got it. Motion. 58. You can't block me.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
On 1st down, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Another Falcon.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Ryan to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Down at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring.
Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And he is out of bounds here. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defense defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the 27, Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ruggs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the pickup.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
By the Raiders.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
5 yards.
That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
What's the reason we ball for? Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Now a handoff for Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Down by
Damon Arnett up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Now Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Reception here by Ruggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of
33 yards that time.
And a Raider first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
On the return, here's Richard.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
I remember when I I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The first half.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think that...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. A quick pass to Cup. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So that'll back him up 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 58 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. To throw again is Ryan. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, 82 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
Lining up for the
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Richter to kick off for the Falcons.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Operating from the gun. Jackson got his connection complete to Ruggs. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
It's a gain of 6.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That goes for a gain of 31.
A gain of
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson will throw again. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 34-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Raiders have retaken the